Today on Derek Does, we're doing this. Hi, welcome back to another Derek Does. I'm Derek, and if you're new here, please check out all my other cool videos because I know there's going to be some stuff you like there. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. Thank you if you are. And give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, put them down below because I will answer them. And a lot of times people that are more knowledgeable than I am even of the items I'm showing you can also answer them for you. So if you have any questions, put them down there because they do get answered. Today, I'm going to show you a jacket. I've been doing jackets lately for some reason, but you know I'm a jacket guy. But this is a jacket I picked up for myself. This is a jacket that popped up on Facebook Marketplace. Now you know I'm a big fan of Belstaff, and I did a previous video on the Brooklyn's jacket, which I did purchase for myself. I got that one on eBay used. Belstaff is expensive to buy, just hands down it's expensive to buy, but you're buying a top tier type of jacket, I guess. I've had a few over the years. I've had the Trial Master, I had one new, but then I also bought some used ones, and I kind of like the used ones more than the new one. But the nice thing about Belstaff is if you can order it, and let's say you don't know your sizes, because these sizes are kind of weird. They're Italian sizes. So if you're not familiar with that, look them up, find one that you think is kind of good, and order the size you want, and then maybe order a bigger size or even a smaller size too. And then you can always return the ones that don't fit. It's a lot easier because there's really no stores, at least in the US, to go try on Belstaff. I think in the UK you can, but here we really can't. But this is a jacket that popped up. It's the Belstaff Racemaster. Now it's kind of similar to the Brookstone, only it doesn't have the insulated internal removable lining that the Brookstone has. So it's a very similar jacket. I have them both. I enjoy wearing this one. I might get rid of the Brookstone and just get this one and then just wear a liner underneath it of maybe just a better sweater type of thing from Patagonia or something like that. But I thought I'd show you this one. This is a jacket that you just can't not love. It's got like everything a guy would want in a jacket, and it's in this jacket, which is, maybe it's just me, but this is how I see it. But it's the Racemaster Professional by Belstaff. This one, I'm not sure, it's the guy I bought it from told me he bought it new at a store. This is a size, I think a 44. I have to double check there. Yeah, it's a 44, Italian 54, or also a UK 44. So normally I'm a 42. And I think my Brookstone I bought, it didn't come with like 42, 44. It was like a large, medium, extra large type of. Belstaff is all over the place. And they've been around a long time, and they've had a bunch of different owners. So the sizing's all, ask for measurements. That's the best way to do it. So I went out to the guy's place and I tried it on, and it kind of fits me pretty well. So I bought it. Now, these jackets new are like $550. That's a lot of money. He was selling his for $150, and I just could not buy it at $150. You know what I mean? And it's a real jacket. So he was just one of those guys that money didn't mean anything to him. He bought it, wore it a couple times, he said, and just got rid of it. So anyway, so this is the jacket. It's a Belstaff. If you're not familiar, it's a British brand. Although it's, I think, made in Italy now or somewhere, maybe, where is it made? I mean, it's a London, it's an old London brand. We'll look at the tag and we'll see where it's made. No, it's made in Albania. So it's a European brand, I guess you could say. Original ones were made in England, kind of like Doc Martens and that sort of thing, but then they outsourced in a way just to various countries around that area. So it's a 6-ounce wax cotton. Most of Belstaff stuff is wax cotton unless you buy the leather stuff. And the leather stuff's a whole nother, I've never owned one, but this is $550. A leather one would probably start at $1,000. So, if you got the money, get it. If not, don't. Or if you find a great deal like I did, buy a used one. It's got a really nice lining, and we'll take a look at all the features of this as we put it on. It's just got everything you kind of want in a guy's jacket. It's a motorcycle jacket overall, although I'm not sure how crazy durable it'll be if you take a fall in this. The Brookstone is more for that because you can actually put pads and that sort of thing inside it, and it's a little more rated, I think, than the Racemaster. The Racemaster was made as a cut down version of the Trialmaster, and the Trialmaster is the classic one you see every British movie. There's always some guy in a Trialmaster, and it's a belted jacket, and then it goes down to mid thigh. Fantastic in the rain. I've had a couple of those again. I really like them. I even bought an old one and waxed the whole thing, and that's a whole nother process. If I get another one, I'll do a video on it. I did it before I started this channel, or else I would have shown you how to re-wax your jackets. This one's still pretty new. It doesn't need re-waxing, so it's all good. So what I'll do is I'll put the jacket on and I'll show you, and then we'll look at all the close-up features of the Belstaff Racemaster. All right, so here is the Belstaff Racemaster. Again, this is a 44. Could I do a 42? Probably. Would have probably fit a little better? Probably. But again, beggars can't be choosers. The guy wasn't selling a 42. He was only selling a 44, so I took it. And as you can see, it still fits me pretty well. Again, I have long arms. Just for reference, I'm about a little over 5'10", about 155, and I have long arms. So that's always an issue buying jackets. The great thing about Belstaff, though, is their jackets come with long arms. Just keep that in mind. If you're buying a Barber, which is another British wax jacket, they don't come with long arms. They come with like standard-ish arms, and on me, they always look short. So I don't buy the Barber stuff because it's always too short on me, and that's why. Unless they want to make one with a longer arms, and I'd be happy to show it and showcase it here on the channel. But here it is. This again this is in black. These come in, I think, 4 colors, and probably over the years they come in different colors. I believe this actually came out in the early 80s, this style of jacket. But just to show you, this is it. Just me wearing, again, a 42 chest, about 32 waist in that range. So I'll show you unzippered. And then zippered up in case, weather gets a little bad. The thing about Belstaff or any British or European clothing is the zippers are reversed, and you will get used to that, but when you first get it, it gets a little like, oh, what's going on here? It's like, you got to go that way. So opening it and closing it does take a little bit until you remember, oh yeah, I'm wearing my Belstaff, or I'm wearing whatever it is that, has the reverse zipper, but that's how they wear it. So this is it zipped up. And you have nice pockets here, which are nice. I don't think, does the Trialmaster have that? Or do they just have pockets this way? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've had one. But then you have a snap down here. The Brookstone had a strap and a snap, so it's a little more extra, but very, very similar. So here is the Racemaster from Belstaff. Now they're subtle with the design, so you do have the Belstaff thing. You could take that off if you want, and they put a little Union Jack down here. That's just kind of classic Belstaff type of stuff. They don't go crazy with Belstaff, which I kind of like. It's not quite it's a little more subtle than some jackets where they put their logos everywhere. But this is the jacket. You can see it's this waxed cotton. You have 2 that's what they call these snaps at the top with this folded over. And these are really nice. It's also on the Trialmaster, so that when you put stuff in your pocket, when you fold it over, you can see there's actually a little fold on top of that to add more water repellency. The Trialmaster, of course, has the slanted pocket, which looks awesome. But this has the 2 here, and then you have 2 zipped hand warmer pockets that you can also put stuff in, and it is lined on this side with kind of a soft material, and actually on the inside too. So it is lined. It's not just this wax cotton. It's actually lined with a different type of material than the inside tartan. But the inside tartan has this color, which is really nice. I think it sets it off well. It doesn't pop too much. So you have the zipper, and again, as I was saying, that zipper is And it's actually the ring zipper, so it's kind of a nice, so you can get into it really nice, and they even put a little Belstaff down there. All their jackets, they put these metal tags with the serial number, I guess, and then this is the year it came out, 1981, when they launched the Racemaster. So you have that, and you also have down here, you have 2 adjustable snaps for sizing wise, and it is actually covered here so that when it rains, you don't get like a little V of wetness right there. The inside is lined with the brown corduroy, which I like. I had a Trial Master that didn't do a corduroy, they did like a velvet, and I kind of hated the velvet. But I do love the corduroy. Old jackets and any jacket and corduroy go together really, really well. You also have the corduroy at the top, and you also have a strap, just like a Trial Master. So technically, if you're riding, you can pull that in and get that nice and snug to help keep that water from coming in. On the back, you can see there, you do have 2 side adjusters. I've taken them all the way in on this one. Again, probably because it's a 44. But you do have 2, well, that's a good, I don't know, 2-3 inches to let out if you wanted to. It doesn't have a bi-swing back, but it's very generous on the cutting, and then has these reinforcements on the shoulder here and here. I think the Brookstone actually is like a quilted-ish looking thing there. On the inside, again, is the tartan, but you do have a snap, another snap pocket here. You can put your, valuables of electronic goods to keep them really safe. You can put them in there. None on this side. And then you have the Racemaster Professional by Belstaff tag, and then here you have this, and then the size tag there, if it'll show it. It's a 44 for both, and then a 54 for Italian. They just go out of their way, they got a little Belstaff. I mean, it's what you're paying for is stuff like this. The material itself is just a wax cotton, so it's not that crazy of a material. And the inside is, is that. But, and again, what I was showing you on the tag, again, they have one of those tags where you get 20 tags on your jacket for whatever reason it is. But you can see this one was actually made in Albania. The earlier ones, I'm sure the ones in the 80s and probably the up to mid 90s were made in the UK. But then later, of course, they sent everything out. And they've been made everywhere. They've been made in Italy. They're kind of all over Europe they've been made. I don't think they make these in China. Maybe the lesser, like the sweatshirts and things probably they do. But I think the jackets themselves kind of stay in Europe in that area. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on the Belstaff Racemaster Jacket. Again, Belstaff is one of my favorite lines of jackets. I don't know why. I don't know if they're better made than anything, but I just like them. I think I like the style of it. It just talks to me. It speaks to me. And it's it's a guy's jacket. It's a man's jacket. They do make women's jackets too. So, your wife or girlfriend, maybe she wants one, or if you're a woman watching, check them out. But it's just it's a little more of a masculine look. So keep that in mind. I don't think any of them are really dainty. They're tough jackets. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out the other one if you're into Belstaff, the Brookstone I did, and I'll see if I can find a link about these, and I'll put them down below so you can check those out. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you on the next Derek Does. Thanks for watching.